What's up, everyone? This is Collector's Million here with Collector's Nation. Today, I wanted to discuss analysis paralysis and people giving you advice, especially when they're not doing the thing that you're trying to do. The reason why I want to talk about this is because in the collector space, the thing that will stop you from succeeding in the way that you want to succeed, and not only in the collector space but in anything that you want to do, is a lack of action. If you allow fear to be the guidance of your ship or your journey, you'll never find anything new. You will continue to receive what you've received and you won't go anywhere. This doesn't mean run headfirst into unknown territories, but it does mean don't let the unknown stop you from accomplishing what it is that you want to accomplish. I don't like telling people what to do, but I do like to give people a difference in perspective, to give them information to make educated decisions, look at things from the other side. So the first thing I would really like to address is the analysis paralysis. They say history repeats itself, but never to the T. See, just because, and we'll go back to the collector space, just because a set was $100 in the past doesn't mean that it's gonna go back to $100. And there's times where I'll talk to people and they won't buy because they feel like it's gonna go down, right? And let's say it's $150 and it drops $30 and it goes to $120. And they won't buy it because they feel like it's gonna go down to $100, and then it goes from $120 to $170, and then they feel like they missed their opportunity. And then from $170 it goes down to $150, and they won't buy it because they feel like it's gonna go back to $120, and then the cycle repeats itself, and it goes up higher, and then it comes back down, and then it goes up higher, and then it comes back down. And people just spend time analyzing the market so much that they're never taking any action. If you buy that box now, you don't have to be disciplined, because all you have to do is put the box on the shelf. And you do have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined to not sell the box, not look at the market, see the price go down and sell out of fear. Hold it long enough to see gains to where you're comfortable. So it does take discipline, so I take that back. Pokemon has proved itself time and time again that it will recover. From all-time lows, it will always come back and hit new all-time highs as long as you give it enough time. But analyzing the market and speculating and trying to hit the bottom stops people from taking action, and it stops people from seeing the gains that they want to see. I'm not saying don't watch the market and just jump in blindly. Of course, try to get the best deals that you can, but don't analyze so much that you're at the point where you're paralyzed and not taking any action, because action is the only thing that's going to make a difference. Action is going to be the difference whether your $200 is $500 and however long it may take. But think about this. With those $200, if you don't put it into Pokemon, are you gonna put it into something else? Are you gonna go spend it? You got extra $200, you can go to the movies, you can afford something to eat, you could buy an extra energy drink at the gym. How disciplined are you with it? But think about this. All the people that are successful in the Pokemon space are successful because they took action, not because they got it at the best price, not because they sat and they waited, because they took action upon themselves, pushed forward, did it for long enough, and they got the results that they got. Another thing that's kind of stopping people from succeeding is taking advice from people who are not doing what you're trying to accomplish. So they have not accomplished, or they're not accomplishing what it is you're trying to accomplish. What I mean by that is, I'm going to give you a perfect example. when the price dropped for Prismatic Evolution, the ETBs, I bought a few, and I had my brother tell me, well, why didn't you buy the UPC, the premium collection? For the same price, it brings more packs, yes. But one, I have a few premium collections and I hate storing them, right? And that's one. And two, I don't even like the premium collections. I actually like the ETBs. But my brother he's not buying cards. He didn't buy anything. He's not buying the premium collections. He's not buying the ETBs. And I know he didn't mean ill will from it, but he was advising me to buy one product instead of the other. And he's not buying any of them. He didn't buy any of them. Now, this is not me throwing shade to my brother, but this is just me giving you an example where there's people on a day-to-day basis who come in your lives and tell you to do something or tell you how to do something that you're doing and they're not doing based off of speculation, because they feel that something may be better than something else for whatever reason. Doing what you're doing, they're trying to give you advice and pointers and tips on how to do it better when they're not doing it. See, it would make sense to me if a seasoned veteran came and told me, hey, do this instead of this because of X, Y, and Z, over somebody who's not doing it, telling you, hey, do it like this because I think this. Well, you've never seen you've never been in the market, or you've never done what it is that I'm doing or what I'm trying to accomplish. So why should I listen to you because you think this and that for whatever reason? And this is why I put these two things together: analysis paralysis and people analyzing and telling you how to do things from the outside when they're not in the trenches, when they're not sitting there grinding. You may think that this is better for whatever reason you think it's better. You analyzing and thinking is better, but you don't know it's better. Think about how many people have an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Whether they share it or not, everybody has an opinion. Imagine listening to all the people who have an opinion on what you're doing, trying to guide and steer your ship. They think you should go this way for this reason, and they're not the ones going through it, and they don't know how to navigate the situation because they've never navigated it before. How lost would you end up listening to those people? What if for example, what if you get lost, right? They've never been there before. They can't tell you how to get out of it. Now you have to figure it out listening to somebody else's, making a decision based off somebody else's opinion. Pretty much what I'm saying, guys, is do your own research. Learn for yourself. Do not let that information stop you from succeeding. Again, this is Collectors Million with Collectors Nation. Have a wonderful day.